Today on the Happy House,
We're learning about Sphero, an educational robotic toy for kids.
And a colorful and easy project to do with airplanes. Even the kids will want to get involved. And the kids are teaching me some tricks. Literally. That is pure magic right there. Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Happy. I live in a quiet town outside of Minneapolis with my family. The real Happy House is far from quiet. I learned early on things are much easier with a little help. I also have a few tricks of my own to share. It's go time, people. Welcome to the Happy House. Welcome back to the Happy House. We're at Sphero and I'm talking with Matt Duncan, who is the sales manager. And tell me a little bit about what Sphero is.
We started out as a company creating devices of connected play. So really incredible little robots that have the ability to connect to your smart device, your iPhone, your Android, your tablet. And we really made it just so interactive that we had 35 different apps and games you could play with it. But what's really been kind of cool for us is we are kind of, moving into the educational world and expanding kind of what play means.
There's a lot of emphasis on limiting screen time, limiting technology time for kids. How does this fit into all of that?
We want to kind of merge the two. So allowing children to work in groups, play in groups, and actually have multiplayer games with our devices, really kind of creates additional social interaction. Our games do have the ability to be played solo, but by allowing more children to play with them together, you get less screen time and more fun time.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Can you tell me a little bit more about the products that you have?
Yeah, so this year was a big year for us. We actually launched our Star Wars product BB-8 into the market, and it was extremely successful. On the heels of that, we also launched Spark. So Spark for us is a completely clear version of Sphero. It allows you to still have all the games and experiences of Sphero 2.0, but at the same time it does have kind of that fun coding aspect that can be used to teach.
What age are these products for? I mean, when's the youngest a child could start using them?
Well, we say that 8+ is where we'd want to be on our box, but that being said, I've seen kids as young as 5 take their parents' phone and be able to do more with it than they can. So we've seen really young children have an awesome experience with our products.
But when you say robot and electronics, I think like, oh, it's breakable or it's not going to last.
When it comes to Sphero, BB-8 included, we actually make them so they're waterproof, and we use a polycarbonate plastic that's incredibly durable. You can drop it, you can step on it. If your little one takes it and throws it in the toilet, it's not going to break, and so wash it off and keep playing with it.
Are these products in schools?
The big thing is that we are integrating them into classrooms. So we build Spark to be able to teach coding, kind of the language of the future, to our kids so they can be successful. And currently we're in about 5,000 schools with this, this little robot.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Well, can we take a look at these these little robots?
Let's go.
All right.
So this is BB-8. So BB-8 is our app-enabled droid. So the experience that we're seeing right now is actually Blaine is using what's called the Force Band. It's a new product for us that is going to allow you to control BB-8 just by the movements of your arms and hands.
Is that what is on his wrist?
Yeah, it's crazy, right? It just looks like a watch, but it's got Bluetooth connection, it's got a really long battery life, and it really gives children the ability to play with it and use their imagination.
And so he's moving this with his watch?
That's exactly correct. So just imagine wearing a wristband, it connects to BB-8, and from that he can now use the Force.
Okay. So are there games that can be played with BB-8 too?
Yeah, so what we've got included with the app experience on your smartphone or tablet is a really rich game experience. You can do virtual holographic messaging, we've got voice control with it. It's just an incredible experience.
That does sound incredible. I see something going on over there that doesn't look like this guy. It sort of looks like a wheel or something. Can we go take a look at that?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. What are these? Woo! What are these things?
So that's Ollie. So Ollie is our fast, rough and tumble robot. It'll go about 14 miles an hour. It's got a 1-hour battery life. It's amazing. You still control it with your smartphone or even an iPod Touch. The actual experience behind Ollie is to give you something that's super fast, super durable, and actually if you take the tires off of it on a hardwood surface, it'll drift around corners.
It's almost like a race car or a remote control. What? This one keeps trying to get me.
The durability behind this is second to none. We jumped it off of a cliff in Moab, Utah, and it didn't break. 400-foot drop. It was incredible.
That is incredible. That looks like a lot of fun.
We'll let you drive it.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right, I'll have to check it out. What do I do? Actually,
So
for real.
put your thumb, right there. So
Okay.
that's going to be a joystick. So it's a virtual joystick, and you can steer just intuitively like that. Exactly.
Is that how I make? Look at me. Okay.
Now, if you use your other thumb on the other side of the pad, so
Yeah.
if you put your thumb there, and then do like this across the screen, and then up, so you have to press. So basically, if you, there you go. It takes a little bit of practice.
Yeah.
So you can use the trick pad, which is on the left-hand side of the screen,
Oh, okay.
with that there you go, with the joystick on the right-hand side of the screen.
Actually, I don't know if I'm coordinated enough to do this.
You can totally do it.
So what do I do with here?
Yep. So imagine slide your thumb up and to the left. There you go. You got to slide it again. There you go.
Up and to the left. And then what?
And then you can pull that joystick in another direction, and you should be able to drive it around. There you go.
How do I make it just go straight? Why I want to go? I think I should let my 9-year-old do this instead. How do I make it go real fast like he was doing?
Yeah. So if you use your if we drag it down, and then if we get on this trick pad, as I mentioned before,
Yep.
make it spin,
Wow.
get up on its end,
I think you've been practicing.
once or twice. Just once or twice.
Those are really fun. And it can be used outside and inside.
Outside, inside, a little bit of water won't hurt them. They're not fully submersible,
Yep.
but they are water resistant.
And then this guy, what's happening with him right now?
So that's Sphero 2.0. That's kind of one of our flagship little robots. So again, it's got 35 different apps and games. It's fully waterproof and a 1-hour battery life.
Wow, that is really cool. All right, so you've mentioned several times that these little guys are waterproof. Can you prove it to me?
I think so. Come on.
All right.
So what we're looking at is Spark. Spark for us is a completely cleared shelled version of Sphero.
Okay.
And because it is completely sealed, you can drop it in water and it's not going to hurt it. We can even create programs for it so that when we throw it in the water, it'll drive itself across the pond or pool or bathtub or whatever you want.
You could use this as a pool toy.
Absolutely.
That is
Yeah.
crazy. So how long has Sphero been doing this or been in business?
So we started in 2011 and really developed Sphero 1.0 as our primary toy. And then as we grew and became more successful and we updated some hardware and software, we developed 2.0 and then have continued to make our toys better and better year after year.
That's incredible. How many of those BB-8s did you sell last year?
We sold quite a bit. the number is a little secretive, but we sold quite a bit. We beat our projections.
That's awesome. I bet it's a really popular toy.
We love it. It's been really successful for us.
I can see kids having so much fun with these things and learning at the same time.
Absolutely.
Thanks for the interview.
No problem. Thanks so much.
Coming up next on the Happy House, a colorful, easy project with air plants. Even the kids will want to get involved. I love air plants and using them in creative ways around my house, and I'm with Jessie at Tonkadale, and you've got a really cool project you're going to show me.
I do. So it's fun to arrange air plants in hanging vessels and the sort of thing. You're going to
These
do the
are
round
so
one.
beautiful.
I'm going to do the long one. So we have these clear glass containers, which you could just do air plants in by themselves, obviously, but we're going to fun it up a little bit here and use some colorful sand and rocks and moss and things. So another great way to include your kids in gardening or include your kids in living things, which I think is also wonderful, bringing up the next generation of
It's
gardeners.
just to kind of it's to fun it up.
Fun
I
it
love
up.
That. I've never
Yep.
used that expression before, but I'm going to
So
adopt it.
You should. So would you like to be pink sand or green sand today?
I am going to go green sand.
Okay, I'll be pink.
All right.
So we have to you might want to kind of like cradle your vessel
Okay.
so you can work in one hand.
Cradle my vessel.
And this is how I always held my children, with the head to the left. I don't know, it's a habit.
Well, better than head down. Okay. So how much sand am I going to put in here?
I think you should use the whole
Container? All right. More is more when it
More
comes
is
to colored
more.
sand.
Fun it up. I think I'm gonna do some more.
Okay.
So, did you ever, when you were younger or with your kids, like color your own sand with chalk? I remember doing this at camp where there was sand and you take chalk and you scrape it into sand and make different colors, and then you pour it in different patterns. I don't know.
No, I've never done that, but I have done the pattern sand, but I've never colored my own sand. That's a fun idea.
This is bringing me back to summer camp for some reason. I'm
gonna stay with this because my vessel's getting full.
Yeah, you don't want it to spill out the front. Okay, so I'm doing pink, you're doing green.
Okay.
Okay, so we picked our air plants out. We maybe should just kind of put them in to make sure we like how they look. I picked this funky bulby one.
That is kind of funky.
I think he might even stick out
He looks
the
like
front.
an octopus or something.
Something.
Is this right? Can I do it like this? Even though it's hitting the top?
Yeah, that looks great. And then I picked another little one for contrast.
All right.
We're gonna kind of just arrange them in there.
I'm gonna tuck it in close. I like it when things are close to each other.
Then I have some other items that you could have from things you collect at home. Doesn't everybody have like a button drawer?
Yes,
or
a button,
something.
a button jar is what I have.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I have some colorful buttons. If you want to use those, you're welcome to.
Okay.
I also just took some rocks and things, and I just dipped them in a bucket of paint and let them
So these would be really cute
dry.
to
I always
accessorize.
know people like to collect rocks and items when they're on vacation, like driftwood or whatever. So it's kind of a way to make things personal. You could make it like a memory.
That's a really great idea. You just inspired me. So instead of having rocks, you could do this with the sand at the bottom, but you could tuck little mementos, even like mini animals, or it'd be cute to make like a jungle scene in one of these with
Totally.
kids.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've got the rocks.
I'm loving the rocks. You're going to use some buttons. I have some moss here.
I love buttons.
This is a preserved moss. It's not living. It's dried and dyed, so it's kind of preserved. I thought that would be kind of neat
Okay.
in there too.
Look how colorful that is, and really
I like
so
your
easy.
buttons. Yeah.
Doesn't. All right.
Ooh,
I don't know if I have room for moss in my arrangement.
ooh la lolly. You don't have to use moss.
I'm gonna try it though.
Thought I would just kind of chunk it up a little bit. Don't you like to do that?
Yep. Oh yeah. That looks good.
Yeah, mine's kind of bursting out the
It
front,
is.
which I enjoy.
It's
So
sort of
they are
dangerous looking.
a little bit heavy, so make sure wherever you hang them is secure enough. While we were foraging for these items, we also got some birch logs and
And then painted them. I love how
them as
colorful
well.
this is.
so I think we'll tie them on here, and it'll be this whole kind of look.
This would be adorable in a playroom.
I was gonna say like a kid's room or a playroom. It'd be fun. Or at a school, like a preschool
Yes.
room, don't you think?
This would be adorable.
I think they love to hang stuff in preschool rooms.
So, what I'm wondering, Jessie, is we've put this together. Now, how do I care for these plants or make sure that they stay living?
So air plants are super simple. They're taking their nutrients, humidity, and from the air. Their roots aren't in soil at all, so there's no way for them to get collect water that way. You just want to take them out of their vessel once per week and soak them in a bucket of water for about 5 minutes.
Okay.
So super easy.
So just plop, take them on out and plop them back in.
You got it.
You could even, if this wasn't a preschool room or a kids room, do like a funny thing where you change things up every time you watered them, so
Oh,
it would
yes.
be a different scene for the kids.
Yeah, that'd be super cute.
All right. Thank you. This was really fun.
You're welcome.
Coming up next, the kids are teaching me some tricks, literally. A lot of times, I'm amazed by what Chandler teaches me. Sometimes I think you know more than me. Do you think so?
Maybe.
So today, what are you going to teach me how to do, Chandler?
Make a paper airplane.
Okay, but I mean, I kind of know how to make a paper airplane. Is there something special about this paper airplane?
This is my own. I used some of the steps I knew from how to make a real one, but
This is an altered paper airplane?
yes.
And have you seen it perform yet?
Yes.
Is it effective?
Yes.
Okay, I'm ready to learn.
It works better with harder paper.
Oh, and
When you have notebook paper, it's all flimsy.
Okay, so you need thicker paper, all right, which we have.
Like- And so you're gonna fold down. You're not gonna fold it in half first.
You're not gonna fold it in half first?
Not going to. So you fold this down. Doesn't matter how long. And then you want to fold the other one down.
Do I want to try
but
to
you
keep
want
it even?
Yeah, you want it. You want them to be the same length.
Okay. Does this look good?
Yes.
Okay.
So then you're gonna fold like this way.
To the edge, so the folded edge comes to the other edge, right?
Yeah, like that. And you want them both to end at the same spot, like on the ends.
Oh, okay.
And you want them.
How am I
so
doing?
like, Hold on, let me do my own first. Okay, wait. Get it to the exact same spot.
Wait, does this look right?
Yes.
Okay.
Close enough. Doesn't have to be exact.
So apparently no. Okay.
So then you're gonna fold it in.
Now I get to fold it in half, the long ways.
Uh-huh. And it should just about match up, but it can be like a little bit off.
Okay, so mine,
Yeah, like see how it's a little bit off, but that's okay.
that's good. Mine's a little bit off.
Mine's more off than yours.
Okay.
We're gonna fold down. This is gonna be like the wing. And then we're gonna do that on the other side.
Chandler, I might have messed up. So like my tips aren't all the way in. I'll show you one. Okay. You'll have to let me know.
You just push them in, you fold them in, just say bye-bye.
So I'm fine. Okay.
And then, so yeah, just put them in the middle, and then you're gonna do this, and then fold the wings out, and kablamo.
Chandler, should we try to fly our airplanes?
Uh-huh.
You ready? Wait. Ready? Set. Go. Mine was kind of a bust. Now I know how to make the Chandler airplane, but you have something else you want to teach me?
We're gonna draw a Chinese dragon.
That sounds exciting.
So, here, I'll give you a piece of paper.
Okay.
So what you're gonna do first is you're gonna draw a backward C on like the left side.
A backwards C.
And you want it kind of near the middle. Wait, maybe a little bit bigger,
Yep. A
Kinda
big backwards C.
like this.
Okay.
So then,
How did you learn how to do this?
Huh?
How did you learn how to do this?
in art when the teacher was missing.
Oh, missing teacher. So
She was sick.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So then what?
So then you're gonna draw like two little lines out from the end of the C,
Okay.
and then you're gonna draw two curved lines out from those that end like this, and then you're gonna draw a little line out from the mouth like that, a little curved line.
Well, kind of like an S, but not quite.
Yeah, and then you're gonna do another S that meets up with that. That is a tongue.
Okay.
Now we're gonna draw the eye, and you know, like the football eye.
Football eye. All right.
So you should have this so far.
Does this look right?
Yes, bingo.
This is going better than the paper airplane did.
You're gonna draw a little circle.
In the eye.
Uh-huh. And then you're gonna draw another circle. That's where, you know, like the light spot's gonna be. And so then you're gonna color this, the first circle in. You'll color in the second, yeah?
Okay.
And yeah, this is the eye.
Got it. Now what?
You're gonna draw a little line.
Squiggly line.
Yeah, kind of like a zigzag between the two lines in the head. And then you're gonna curve. Okay, so this is the end of the head.
Head. Check.
Bingo. So now you're gonna curve down. And let me sharpen my pencil a little bit. And then you're gonna do that again. And they're gonna meet at the end.
Oh.
And then you're gonna draw a little line in the middle. I recommend an eraser for this. And then you're gonna draw little lines down for the belly,
Oh, the belly.
tummy, belly, underside, stomach.
Okay.
Now, horn is optional on the front, but
Horn optional.
the last step is this.
Wait, if I draw a horn, what does it look like? Like a horn?
Like,
Oh yeah, because obviously, why would you not?
yeah, that's optional. And then you can do these little spikes.
Scales or spikes?
And yeah, this is it. Then now you can add details and color.
Thank you. That's pretty amazing.
Bingo.
You're talented.
Bingo.
Okay, Chandler, thank you for teaching me those things. I worked up quite a thirst, did you?
Yeah.
All right, should we take a sip of our water?
Hey, wait, hold on. Something's wrong with that.
Something's wrong with my cup?
Yeah, hold on. Let me see it.
Thank you for telling me.
Like my
What is happening?
Watch this.
Whoa, my cup is floating away?
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh,
How
thank
about we
you
keep
for
it on
helping
the
me.
ground for now?
Okay,
Okay.
what happened?
It was floating.
I feel like I was tricked. Was that a trick?
Maybe it was.
Can you teach me how to do that trick? Okay, what do I do?
So, okay. Can I see your cup for a second? While you're talking, you're gonna poke a hole in the back, not too loudly, and then while you're doing that, you're just gonna shake it to make it look like it's floating.
That is pure magic right there. I've been schooled by Chandler today.
Yes, you have. Bingo.
Thanks, Chandler. That was a lot of fun. That's all for today. See you next week.
Good job, Chandler. Happy you did okay. Yeah. You ready?
Yeah, until
One more?
Good job.
One more?
Sure.
Okay.
What? Did you like that I accused you of eating the food then?